Good morning, everyone. It is Stephen and Andrea from Pin in the Atlas. We are back at a previously explored location because we are now armed with some more information.
And that location are the ruins of Charleston Ghost Town. Let's take a look.
We have arrived at the first landmark, which is Graffiti Tunnel. So we know we're absolutely on the right track at this point. That is the direction we are heading. And apparently we have been told there could be as many as 30 adobe structures still hiding over there. Not many people know where to look. We sure didn't. Picking her path wisely. She has made it across. Look at that tree in the size comparison with Andrea. Now this cottonwood and some of the other willows only grow right here on the riverbanks. There used to be teeming with them down here. Unfortunately, nowadays, this is one of the only places you can find them. I'm just looking on that. The bark.
Look how deep it is. Comparison with my hand. Isn't it beautiful?
Even just the remains of that tree are impressive. But about 10 years ago, a massive fire swept through this area. The one thing about fire, though, is it stimulated the soil, which has caused the boom in the growth around here. That's another reason why these structures are so difficult to find. Just for fun, I want to see if you can spot any of them. There are 3 buildings within this vicinity. Let's see if you can point them out. Seeing anything yet? You should have. What about now? Should have seen 2. Having a hard time? So were we the first time we came out here. Not to mention we were also about 1/8 of a mile upstream from this location. So we're going to go around again and I'll point out where these structures are. First one is straight ahead, right in those trees. That's just remains. There's a few walls standing. We'll go over there in a second. There's another one just straight behind this tree. You can barely make it out here. And the last one that we've just found in this little spot is straight ahead right there. Let's go check out that first one.
So this is quite a big room or house, or I don't know what it is. You've got coyotes use it. You've got coyote scat on the wall. And the one thing that you do have to remember, this place is so overgrown, and this is rattlesnake season, so you do have to be ultra careful of rattlesnakes, poison oak, and definitely poison ivy. So wear suitable clothing. And another thing, whenever you come to these ancient sites, you have to be really respectful and mindful not to touch any of the buildings or the remains of buildings. They're so fragile that touching them or climbing over them, you're actually destroying history. So just be aware and have a lot of respect.
And you see it just continues on. There's remains of a corner right there, and another wall just beyond. So here's the remains of that wall. And now that we're back in here, the more you start to look around, the more you're finding. The more we're finding. And you see this direction, there's like 2 in a row. And we've already kind of gone through here. Poked around, make sure there was no snakes. We could safely pass. Which is very important to do. Because like I said earlier, you might think they're not around because it's more winter time. But they're out here. And one more thing to gnaw on while you stare at this absolutely magnificent adobe structured wall is if you put Tucson in the center and go for a 100-mile radius, this is the most densely rattlesnake populated area in the US. We have over 13 species of rattlesnake just in this area. Now this is cool. Stepping inside of a building. Now this area was used for war games, and that's why a lot of it was shot up and falling apart way back when. Now it's just become massively overgrown. So there are some signs around that we passed earlier. It says just be mindful. May come to unexploded munitions in this area. We were looking for somewhere to sit down, have a bite to eat, and look what we found.
It's a little ammo box. There's a bullet inside as well. A couple of pens. And a notepad. May 1st, 2020. Signed and dated. Gonna pop it back, and now it's lunchtime. So that's lunch done. Remember, pack it in, pack it out. Let's go in search of the cemetery.
Okay.
Well, we've been on the hunt now for Charleston Cemetery for about 3.5 hours, hiking around, hiking up the railway track, and unfortunately, it's going to remain a mystery, at least for us, for today.
So thank you for tuning in and watching this bonus video where we go back to explore the ruins of Charleston. So get out there, get exploring, and go put another pin in the atlas.
And we will see you on our next adventure. Bye.
Bye.
That's going to be edited out. Well, we've been exploring for about 3.5 hours now in search of Charleston Cemetery, and unfortunately it's going to remain a mystery, at least for us, today.
But we do want to thank you for joining in and watching this bonus video where we go back to explore the ruins of Charleston. And just like life, sometimes you don't always get what you want. But
sometimes that can be a blessing. Well, we've been in search for the gravesite of Charleston. We've been hiking around for about 3 hours now, and unfortunately it's going to remain a mystery, at least for us today.
So thank you for joining us on this video, this bonus video when we go back to explore Charleston ruins. Like we said, sometimes things don't always go the way you want them to, but hey, that's life. But anyways, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching this video. That's kind of the same thing. But remember, get out there, get exploring, put another pin in the atlas.
And we will see you on our next adventure.
Bye.